Attention passionate Baltimore Ravens fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North, and it could change the entire landscape of the division. We're talking about a seismic shift that could dramatically alter the Ravens' path toward another Super Bowl run, a power move that might leave a division rival stumbling for years to come. This is not just speculation, it's potentially a turning point for the team you love. We're bringing this news to you firsthand, carefully analyzing every angle, every player involved, and the long-term implications. But before we dive into the details, if you're a true Baltimore Ravens fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Baltimore RAVENS fans. Let's get to the news. In what could be a game-changing move for the Ravens, reports are swirling that Baltimore is in serious talks to acquire Puka Nacua from the Los Angeles Rams. Now I know what you're thinking. Nacua, that young, dynamic receiver who exploded onto the scene in 2024 with some jaw-dropping numbers. That's exactly the guy Baltimore's front office has their eyes on, and it's not just speculation anymore. Sources indicate that a trade could be imminent, with the Ravens offering a first-round pick in 2026 to bring Nacua aboard. The Rams, fresh off a 7-10 season and facing cap constraints of over $18 million in 2026, are reportedly open to moving Nacua as part of their rebuild, especially as they look to cut costs and focus on building around their young core. This potential trade isn't just about adding another receiver to the roster. It's about transforming the Ravens' entire offensive dynamic. Nacua's versatility in routes and his ability to create mismatches could be exactly what Baltimore needs to elevate their passing game to new heights. His knack for yards after catch, YAC, is elite, and that would perfectly complement Lamar Jackson's dual-threat skill set, turning the offense into a more explosive, unpredictable attack. Think about the possibilities. Nacua's route running and ability to find soft spots in coverage could open up more opportunities for Lamar to produce big plays and sustain drives, especially in crucial moments. Let's delve deeper into Nacua's skill set and what he brings to the table. At just 25 years old, he has already established himself as one of the most promising young receivers in the league. In 2025, he accumulated 98 receptions for 321 yards and 10 touchdowns, averaging an impressive 13.5 yards per catch. That puts him among the top receivers in the league in several key categories, and his consistency has been remarkable. His overall PFF grade of 89.5 ranks him among the league's most reliable pass catchers, and his yards after catch total of 512 is second only to the very best in the game, such as Tyreek Hill and Justin Jefferson. His EPA per target sits at plus 0.34, indicating he's a big play threat on every touch, capable of turning a routine catch into a game-changing play. His ability to excel in contested catch situations, with a contested catch percentage of 57%, shows that he's not afraid to go up against defenders and win those tight 50-50 balls, particularly in clutch moments. This kind of clutch ability is exactly what the Ravens need in key situations, especially in the red zone where every inch counts. His career trajectory is also worth noting. Over 300 receptions, more than 500 yards, and 30 touchdowns in just a few seasons. His rookie campaign was especially impressive, with 101 catches and nearly 500 yards, setting the tone for his promising future. Injuries have been minimal, with only one missed game in 2025, which speaks to his durability and reliability. His ADOT, average depth of target, remains healthy at 11.8 yards, indicating he's not just a slot receiver but a versatile threat down the field as well. His low drop rate of around 3% further underscores his reliability and hands. Comparing him to Cooper Kupp's 2021 season, Nacua's explosiveness and YAC numbers stand out as even more dynamic, making him a perfect fit for Baltimore's offensive scheme. The Rams, on the other hand, are in a position of necessity. With a record of 7-10 and no playoff appearance last season, they're looking to rebuild around their young core, including Tutu Atwell, who has shown flashes of brilliance himself. Los Angeles is also focused on clearing cap space, projected to be about $22 million once Nacua is traded, and prioritizing draft picks and developing their roster from the ground up. The Rams are expected to target offensive line upgrades and secondary additions in this offseason, aiming to create a more balanced and sustainable team for the future. This strategic shift makes sense for Los Angeles. They'll be looking to shed some of their cap burden and rebuild a roster that can compete in future seasons. By trading Nacua, they not only free up salary cap space, but also acquire valuable draft capital that can be used to select young prospects who fit their long-term plans. Their focus is on a complete rebuild, especially given the cap hit next year and their need to bolster their offensive line and secondary, which struggled last season. But for the Ravens, this kind of move could be a total game-changer. Baltimore finished 10-7 in 2025, with an offense that ranked 14th in passing yards, about 800 yards last season. Adding Nacua could push that number well beyond, projecting him to reach over 400 yards with around 12 touchdowns. His presence would significantly boost Baltimore's EPA per pass, which was at a modest plus 0.24 last year. With Lamar Jackson at the helm, Nacua's ability to create mismatches, especially versus linebackers, could open up the offense in ways we haven't seen since the prime of Michael Crabtree or Anquan Boldin. Let's analyze what Nacua's addition means for Lamar Jackson. Jackson, a dual-threat quarterback, has always thrived when he has reliable and explosive pass catchers. Historically, he's had success with tight ends like Mark Andrews and slot receivers like Tylan Wallace, but adding a receiver like Nacua provides a more consistent and versatile threat. His route running, combined with his YAC ability, would allow Jackson to extend plays and find open targets in tight windows. This chemistry could develop quickly. Nacua's ability to find soft spots in coverage and make plays after the catch would give Lamar more options in the passing game, especially in third-and-long situations. Nacua's route running and YAC ability would transform the Ravens' passing game, making it more explosive and unpredictable. His capability to excel against double coverage and in contested situations would give Lamar even more options, especially in the red zone. In fact, his red zone mismatch potential against defensive backs could lead to a spike in touchdowns, raising the team's total from 25 to potentially 38 or more. His presence would also help alleviate pressure on Mark Andrews, as defenses would have to account for an additional threat in the passing game, creating more space for other receivers like Tylan Wallace or even rookie prospects such as Zay Flowers or the emerging Devin Duvernay. From a statistical perspective, the impact of Nacua on the Ravens' offense could be substantial. If he reaches projections of over 400 yards and 12 touchdowns, that would represent a significant upgrade from last season's receiving totals. In 2025, the Ravens' passing yards per game averaged about 237 yards, ranking 14th in the league. With Nacua, that number could increase to over 280 yards per game, vaulting the team into the top 5 in offensive production. Such an increase would also improve their overall scoring, potentially adding an extra 4-6 points per game, which in playoff scenarios can be the difference between a deep run and an early exit. The red zone efficiency could also skyrocket. Baltimore scored 25 touchdowns through the air last season, but with Nacua's red zone skills, that number could easily climb to 38 or more. His contested catchability and route mastery would make him a go-to target in tight coverage, especially on fades and quick outs. This would help Lamar Jackson develop more confidence in the passing game and open up the running lanes even more, as defenses would be forced to respect the passing threat. Moreover, adding Nacua would influence the overall target distribution. Currently, the Ravens tend to spread their targets among multiple receivers, but Nacua's presence could allow for a more concentrated and efficient attack, with him becoming a primary option on third down and in critical situations. His arrival would also help balance the offense, which last season heavily relied on Lamar's improvisational skills and the running game. With a reliable and explosive receiver, the Ravens could diversify their attack, making them more difficult to defend. Looking ahead, this trade could also influence the AFC North standings for years to come. The Bengals and Steelers are always formidable competitors, but if Baltimore adds Nacua and continues to develop their defense, especially with the potential return of key players like Odafe Oweh and the emergence of young stars like Kyle Hamilton, they could establish a new division dominance. The Ravens have been trending upward, and with a weapon like Nacua in the fold, they could be poised for a deep playoff run in 2026. Fans are already dreaming of postseason showdowns where Lamar and Nacua light up the scoreboard, making highlight reels and leaving opponents in the dust. In terms of historical context, the Ravens have always been a team built on strong defense and strategic offensive planning. Their Super Bowl victories in 2000 and 2012 were rooted in a balanced approach, with dominant defenses and timely offensive contributions. The 2012 championship team, led by Joe Flacco and Ray Lewis, was known for clutch plays and tough, physical football. Fast forward to recent years, and the team has been searching for that offensive spark to complement their stout defense. The addition of a player like Nacua could be the missing piece, an explosive playmaker who can elevate the entire offense and help Baltimore reclaim its place as a championship contender. From a deep analytical perspective, the Ravens' offensive efficiency metrics could see a significant uptick with Nacua's incorporation. Their expected points added, EPA, per play last season was around plus 0.12, which is respectable but leaves room for improvement. With Nacua's elite YAC, contested catch percentage, and route running, that number could realistically increase to plus 0.20 or higher. This would translate into more sustained drives, fewer three-and-outs, and a higher likelihood of scoring on each possession. Defensively, the Ravens can maintain their focus on building a balanced team. Their defense finished last season ranked in the top 5 in yards allowed, points allowed, and turnovers forced. Adding an offensive weapon like Nacua would take some pressure off their defense, allowing them to play more aggressively and create turnovers on the other side of the ball. This kind of two-way balance is what championship teams are built on, offense and defense working in harmony. In terms of expectations for 2026, if the Ravens successfully acquire Nacua and maintain their core strengths, their Super Bowl odds could significantly improve. Their current betting odds in the offseason hover around plus 2,000, but with this move, those could shorten to plus 1,000 or better, making them one of the frontrunners in the AFC. The AFC is stacked with talented teams: Kansas City, Cincinnati, Miami, and others. But Baltimore's combination of a potent rushing attack, a dynamic quarterback, and now a potentially elite receiver could make them a nightmare matchup come playoff time. On a player-specific level, let's take a quick look at Nacua's key attributes and what they mean for the Ravens. Route running. Nacua's precise route running allows him to create separation against defenders, especially in the intermediate and red zone areas. This will help Lamar Jackson develop a more reliable target on third down, increasing conversions and extending drives. YAC, yards after catch. His ability to make defenders miss and gain extra yards after reception makes him a dual threat, both in catching and breaking tackles. His YAC of 512 yards last season is a testament to his explosiveness. Contested catch. With a 57% contested catch rate, Nacua can win tight coverage, making him a reliable red zone target. This trait is invaluable in high-pressure situations, potentially turning third and long into a first down or a touchdown. Durability. Minimal injury history ensures he can be a consistent presence on the field, which is crucial for a team looking to make a deep playoff push. Chemistry potential. Given Lamar Jackson's improvisational style, Nacua's ability to adjust routes and find soft spots in zone coverage could develop into an on-field chemistry that's hard to defend. Finally, let's look at the broader implications. The addition of Nacua could serve as a catalyst for the Ravens' offensive evolution, shifting from a primarily run-heavy team with occasional big plays to a more balanced, explosive unit capable of scoring from anywhere on the field. This would force defenses to respect both the run and the pass equally, opening up opportunities for Lamar to utilize his unique skill set fully. In conclusion, this potential trade signals Baltimore's renewed commitment to contending at the highest level. It's about building an offense that can match the defensive intensity and strategic excellence that the Ravens are known for. If this move happens, it will not only energize the fan base but also send a clear message to the rest of the league. Baltimore is back and they mean business. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Baltimore Ravens news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Now Ravens fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you believe Nacua can be the missing piece that propels Baltimore to Super Bowl glory? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Ravens. Do you think this trade will happen? Are you excited about what Nacua could bring to Lamar Jackson's offense? I know I am. The future looks bright, and I'm confident that with moves like this, Baltimore is setting up for something truly special in 2026. Keep that passion alive, stay tuned for updates, and I'll be back soon with more insights on this story and all things Ravens. Let's go Ravens. Character count, 1072.